What's up, everybody? How are we doing today? It's Double Daddy here from TOKENPATHWAYS.com. We're going to chat about a few things today. But before we get going, you can probably already hear in the background that I am outside. I'm in a tent today, so you may hear some background noise, and I just wanted to give you a heads up. So it is June the 7th. Happy weekend, if it is your weekend. And today we're going to talk about Metaplanet. I've never spoken about Metaplanet before, however, Metaplanet is a company that has made a bet on Bitcoin. They have agreed to acquire 21,000 Bitcoin. Now, I believe that's a nod to Bitcoin's $21 million supply. However, things have changed. While the company currently holds 8,888 Bitcoin, they now want to increase their stack from a goal of 21,000 to 100,000 Bitcoin by the end of next year. And they're going to do that by funding or by issuing 555 million new shares to back this drive. Says the plan covers about 18 months and will require buying roughly 91,000 more Bitcoin. Now, it seems every day we're talking about how we've got a new company investing in Bitcoin. Today we've got a company that was already investing in Bitcoin and now they're doubling down. So every day we're hearing countries are adopting, businesses are adopting, and now we're seeing businesses increasing their adoptions. Now, they go on to talk about how owning 100,000 Bitcoin makes them, they're targeting 210,000 Bitcoin by 2027. And if they can achieve that milestone, then they're talking about this being a 1% club. Now, I understand what they mean. This isn't really the 1% club that we talk about. When we talk about the 1% club, here it is. So if they say they own 210,000 Bitcoin out of the 21 million supply, then they own 1%. And that's what they mean by the 1% club. Now, you and I probably understand that the 1% club that we're used to is the individuals who own the top 1% of Bitcoin. And I believe that number, it's probably inaccurate at this time, but I believe that number is 0.28 Bitcoin. So if you have 0.28 Bitcoin, you're in the top 1% of individual holders of Bitcoin. But in this case, they're looking to own 1% of the overall supply. Now, that's a big number because we've heard the United States saying they would like 1 million Bitcoin. And if a world superpower is going for 1 million Bitcoin and a private company is going for a fifth of that, that's an aggressive move. And the article here definitely points that out. There we go. The reasons behind the aggressive move. Now, I don't know, for those of you who are looking at the screen, we're going to actually carry away from this article for a minute. Because while I was looking at this, doing my research, I did happen to notice the headline. Now, the headline is a little out of date, but we are going to go have a look at it. It says, "Victory for Binance." So let's run over here. It says the U.S. regulator, the SEC, has dismissed the suit against Binance in the latest crypto-friendly move by Trump or the Trump administration. So in 2023, the SEC sued Binance over alleged trading irregularities and misleading investors about surveillance controls. Remember, this isn't the same thing as the money laundering charges against Zhang Zhao. But what they are saying is that they want to give Binance a little more freedom to operate in the United States. And I do believe this has come down from the Trump administration. And it speaks to the new SEC commissioner, Paul Atkins. I'm a big fan of what I'm seeing here in the United States the last few months when it comes to opening up the doors to regulation and opening up the doors to operation when it comes to this segment in the financial markets. And again, we just go back here in the article to Trump promised during his presidential run to be a crypto president. And while I'm not the biggest Trump fan, I don't dislike the man, but I do like when somebody does what they say. So we've got Binance opening up the opportunity to do business in the United States a little more than they had been able to. They'd kind of been frozen a little bit. And it's worth noting, I'm going to run back down to the bottom here. It's worth noting that Coinbase had a similar instance. Where are we? This is the dangers of free articles, I suppose, right? There we go. In February, the SEC dismissed a separate enforcement case accusing Coinbase, the largest U.S. cryptocurrency exchange, of arranging trading in at least 13 unregistered tokens. So basically, the U.S. government had dropped the hammer on both of these entities, and they said, we're going to come and regulate you, and we're keeping an eye on you. And now they're saying that we're not going to regulate by enforcement, but, you know, we're here, and we're working with you. And that's a very nice change of pace from what we've seen before. Alrighty. I think we've had enough of our outdoor video for today. We've already had a look at our prices. It's nice to see some green, even though it's just a slight amount of green. This video has been brought to you by your friendly neighborhood Double Daddy and the fine folks over at TOKENPATHWAYS.com. Please make sure you head on over to their website or the YouTube channel or the, you name it, X, Discord, whatever you want. Come find us. We'll chat with you. We'd love to chat with you. And if you've got ideas for future videos, please send them our way. Anyways, we hope you enjoyed. We hope you go forward and be your very best self. Thanks for watching.